For this exercise mystery XY, we're asked for each call to the following method, indicate what console output is produced. We're given the parameters 4 and 1, and our 4 is going to be our X value and our 1 is going to be our Y value. It's asking us if Y is equal to 1, output X, so our output here is just going to be 4. For this next part, we're given 4 and 2. 2 is our Y value, and we need to be in our else statement because it does not equal 1. And we have system.out.print, we have X times Y, so for here we're going to get 8 and a comma and then a space. And then we have a recursion method right here. So you're going to pass in our 4, 2 values back into the method. And we're going to get 4, 1 as our parameter since Y is minus 1. And then it's saying if Y is equal to 1, print out X. And now all we have to do is output X. So our output is going to be 4. After we have done our base case like this, we need to go back. Since we have more to do, we still have this portion that we need to do, this sysout statement. So we need to go back here and we need to have another comma, a space, X times Y, and the X times Y here would be 4 and 2, so we have 8. So our answer would be 8, 4, 8. For this one, we're given 8 and 2 as our first parameters. So we're not going to be in our if statement, we're going to be in our else statement. And this first part, we're going to have X times Y, and we're going to have 16, comma, and then a space. Now we have our recursion part, so we're going to put in 8, 2 into our method, which is going to give us 8, 1. Now we're going to be in our if statement right here since Y is equal to 1, and we're just going to output X. Our X value is 8, so we're outputting 8. We need to go back into our code since we still have this sysout statement back into here like this, and we see that we have a comma, space, X times Y. The current X and the Y were 8 and 2, so we're just going to have this right here. Your answer is going to be 16, 8, 16. For this next call, we have 4 and 3. So for here, we're going to be in our else statement for now, and we're going to have X times Y, so we're going to get 12, a comma, space. Now we have a recursion right here, so we have our parameters 4 and 3 pass into our method, and it's going to be passing as 4, 2. Since Y is greater than 1, we're going to go through our else statement. We have our X times Y, so we're going to have 8 and then a comma. We have our recursion again, so we have the values 4, 2. We have to pass this back in here, which is going to give us 4, 1. From here, we are just going to have our Y is equal to 1. So now we found our base case, we've reached our base case, and now we're just going to output our value, which is 4. From here, we need to go back in because we still have code left, and we need to have a comma, space, 4 times 2 because we have X times Y, which will be 8, comma, space, and this comma and this space come from having to, from here, go back here, and then go back into the code, and we have this comma, and then X times Y, X times Y would be 12. So this would be our answer. Lastly, we have our parameters being 3 and 4. So we are going to look at our sysout. We have our X times Y, so we have a value of 12, comma. Now we have our X being 3, Y being 4. We have to move this into our parameter. We're going to get 3, 3. We are going to go into our method, into the else statement. We have 3 times 3, which is 9. We have a comma. And then we're going to go into our recursion part. So we have 3 3, go back into our method. We have 3 comma 2. From here, we are going to have our x times y, so that's going to be 6, comma, and then we have to go back into our recursion. So we have 3 and 2, which is what we're passing in, and that's going to leave us with the 3 comma 1. Now we have reached our base case, our if base case. So now we are just going to output our x, which is 3. Then we're going to go back into our code and finish it off. See that we have a comma, x times y is 3 and 2. So we have 6. Same thing here, go back into our code, comma, x times y, which is 9. And then same thing here, go back into our code. And we're really jumping from here to here to here to here. We're going to go back into our code, and we are going to have a comma, 3 times 4, which is 12, and that is the answer.